Good evening all. Good evening. I hope I am audible. My voice is clear. Very good evening. Good evening to all. Yes. Supriya, good evening. Hanuman, good evening. Rajshekhar, good evening. Very good evening to all. I hope I am audible. I hope I am audible. My voice is clear. Yes, Isha, good evening. Madhushree, good evening. Rayan, good evening. Archana, very good evening. And Madhu, good evening. Anil Jadhav, good evening. Yeah, good evening to all. Very good evening. I hope my voice is clear today. I hope my voice is very clear. Anji, good evening. Shiva Mek, good evening. Yes, very good evening to one and all. Very good evening. Yes, thank you for your greetings. Yes. Good evening to all. Hello everyone. So this is Philip Edit from Pantech E Learning, and I welcome you all for engage your learning experience with Pantech E Learning anytime, anywhere and any places. We are always supporting to the students in a technical way. What is our main vision? We are going to help 10 million students to learn technical way by the easy way. And I welcome you all today's session, day 4 of Artificial Intelligence Masterclass. Good evening to all. Very good evening. And Ramu, good evening. Lakshman, good evening. Sarpam, good evening. Yeah, Deepi, good evening. Ashwini, good evening. Rohit, good evening. Yes, good evening to all. Yes, yeah. Today we are going to discussing about machine learning, how to create the model and how to train the model and how to evaluate the model. So these all are the things today we are going to discuss. Okay, so what are the procedures we are going to follow to create the model and train the model and evaluate the model? This kind of the things today we are going to discuss. Do you have any idea about this, guys? So if you have an idea, means please mention in the comment box. My first question. So what is the purpose of machine learning? What is the purpose of machine learning and what is the purpose of the model? What is the purpose of the machine learning and what is the purpose of the model? So my first question to you, I'm expecting more from you guys. I need a more interaction. So then only it can be, a very interactive session and also a very enjoyable session. This is not a regular class. So try to interact more, then only it will be like, very enjoyable classes. Yeah, my first question, what is the purpose of model or what is the purpose of machine learning? Okay, yeah, I'm expecting more from you and I'm ready to read your commands. Yes, Chinesu, train the machine, that's good actually. Understand the structure, understanding purpose, okay, to train the model from the data, yes, of course, to train the machine that help to you, okay, human works, yes, okay, predict the output, okay, fine, we can train the machine, yeah, okay, of course, is, Kartika, don't call me sir, call me Philip. Okay, yeah, most of the people called me sir, so call me Philip. So treat me as like a friend, don't call me like sir, this and all. Okay, for training the model we require the machine learning algorithm, that's good. Yeah, simple, understand and comprehensive learning. Okay, right, don't know, that's good. Okay, I will teach you, no problem. To communicate the set of the concepts is purpose of the model. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, right. So without delay, I'm going to enter. Okay, I'm going to enter. Today, we are going to create the model and train the model with the help of the past data. and also how to, evaluate the model. So already we were discussing about the, what is the purpose of the model, how to train the, what is the purpose of the model, and what is the purpose of the machine learning in this sense. So we had already learned about the, procedure to create the model, right? So what are the machine learning actions, this and all. So today we are going to discussing, without delay, I am going to entering the today's topic, right? So today we are going to discussing about train the model, create the model, train the model, and evaluate the model. Okay. So what is machine learning action exactly? In the sense we learned already about this, right? First, we need to create and we needed to identify the problem, or we need to create the target. Okay. Then only we can collect the data related to the particular target. Okay, then only we can collect the data related to our particular targets. So then only it can be possible. Why? Because without data we can't train the machine, right? So that means what? In the sense, why we need a data here? In the sense, you are giving the solution. The human can giving the solution, or human can solving the problem. How it can happen? Because of your past experience. Maybe that you learned something. Maybe that you learned something from that particular experience. So without experience, you can't give the solution for that. In the same way, we need to train, or we need to giving some experience to the machine. Then only the machine will, giving the solution. Right? So this is the proper way. For example, you should consider teacher and student. The teacher will teach with the help of some, source. Okay, with help of some source, the teacher will teach to the student. In the same way, we are going to teach the machine, or we are going to train the machine. I hope my voice is clear. I hope my voice is clear. So in the same way, we are going to teach the machine with the help of some source. What is the source here? That is data. That is data. So that's why I'm saying, what is the first action in the machine learning? We need to fix the target first, or identify the problem. Maybe that the problem is related to the classification or regression, right? No, classification or regression. After that only we can find the solution of that. After that only we can find the solution of that with the help of the machine learning algorithm. That means what? Why we are, why we need the machine learning algorithm here? Because with the help of the machine learning algorithm, we can create the model. Right? So the first, we need to find the problem or identify the problem. Then only we can collect the data for that particular problem, for that particular target. Okay? So the first process is collecting the data. Then what about the next thing? We need to prepare. We need to prepare, and then we are going to entering the analyze. So analyze in the sense, depending on the data, depending on the data features, depending on the pattern, depending on the analyze, we can find the good algorithm of our particular target. Okay, right. So what about the next thing? Create the model and train the model. So training in the sense, we are going to train the machine or model with the help of trained data set. After that, we are going to enter in the testing. Okay, so these all are the actions we have to follow. These all are the actions we are going to follow. Okay, right. So very initially, what is the first one? What is the first one? Data collection. How to collect the data? First, we need to find the problem or identify the problem. After that, only we need to collect the data. Right? In this step, first we need to identify and update the, obtain the data related problem. Okay? So the data can be collected from various, sources. For example, files, internet, and mobile devices and databases. We can collect the data from the different sources. Okay, so in this particular session is very important. So this is the sources to train the machine. So what about the sources for us while you are in a school time? What is your source? Maybe that book or guide or teacher. So these are the sources, right? So teacher will guide you. The teacher will guide you with the help of what? Books or some notes. So the basic source to learn in the sense that is books, right, for us. In the same way, here we need to find the problems. After that we need to enter in the data. That means we need to collect the data. That is the basement source. Without data we can't do anything. Without data we can't do anything, because the data is very, very important here. Because the data is the, it's like, food for the machine to learn. Without data it can't be possible, because this present current scenario, we have a bunch of the data, we need to train that. Okay, so here the data collection, we can collect the data from the different sources, maybe like files, data files, and the internet on the mobile devices. This is very important. This is very important. What about the next thing? Data preparation. Once you collect the data, you need to prepare the data first. Okay, so what is the preparation here? Because the machine learning further techniques is expecting the properized data. The machine learning further techniques, further process is expecting the prepared data. So prepared data in the sense what? Normally the data is having, all the data we have, that is, we need to properize the data, order data by the index way that. That means it having the different procedures to properize the data. In a single word, we need to claim the data and properize the data, that's it. So that's why I mentioned here, we need to prepare the data for the further steps for the machine learning. And we put all the data together and then we randomize the ordered data. That means the data integration. So what is the purpose of the data integration? We need to combine the data from the different sources into the single unit or single format or unified view. Okay, then we need to clean the data. What is the purpose of cleaning? What is the meaning of cleaning? The process of fixing or removing the incorrect format or corrupted files or corrupted data and incorrect format. Is there any duplicate we have to remove? Is there any missing values? We have to clean that or fill that. So that is data cleaning. What is the data transformation? The process of changing the format, structure, value of the data. That is the data transformation. Okay, right. So then data reduction. The process of reducing the amount of capacity, the required data. Okay, so these are the process is nothing but the preparation data. It is the preparation data. These are the things. But majorly we are using, data cleaning here. That means we are going to properize the data with the help of data cleaning. That means is there any null value we have to check? Is there any empty columns? Is any missing values? We have to clean. With the help of some certain function it is getting from the Pantos. Okay, right. After completing this one, what about the next process? This is very important process. Data analyze. If you guys are really like the session means, please raise your hands in comment box and hit the like button. If you guys are really like the session means, please mention in the comment box and also hit the like button. So then only it will be more encouraging for me to continue the classes. Okay, so I need more interaction guys. So that is the reason. Yeah, if you guys are really like the session means, please mention in the comment box yes Philip or hit the like button. So hit the like button. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so now the data analyze. The data analyze in the sense, analyze the data using the various techniques. Various techniques in the sense it starts with the determining the types of the problem. So maybe that the problem is related to based on the classification, regression and cluster analyzing. Okay, so once you are going to collecting the data and proposing the data, we need to analyze the data by using the various techniques. That time we can find the problem, we can identify the problem and determine the problem. What type of the problem? Maybe that it is related to the classification or regression or clustering. Depending on the problem, we can choose the best algorithm for that particular classification or regression. Hope you guys are understood. Okay, yeah. Here we need to find determine the types of the problem. After that only we can choose the algorithm for maybe that related to the classification or related to the regression or clustering. Okay, so these data analysis is very important. Once you find the problem, what is the types of the problem in the sense, it will be very easy to choose the algorithm. Okay, choose the algorithm. So one person is asking what is clustering? Clustering in the sense it is nothing but a grouping or classes like that. Okay, right. So this particular process we are going to choose the algorithm. That's it. Choose the algorithm in the sense create the model. That's it. Create the model. Okay, right. So next we need to train the model. This is very important. Once you are collecting the data, after that pre-processing the data, then we need to find or choose the algorithm for creating the model. After creation is completed, we need to train. How? In the sense, by using the machine learning algorithm for creating the model. After that, the machine learning algorithm gives the one particular function to train the model, that is nothing but the dot fit. That particular algorithm having the two different parameters. What is the parameter in the sense? That is the trained data. Hope you guys are understood. So the machine learning algorithm, we are going to use the data set here to train the model with the help of dot fit function. That's why I mentioned here. We use the data set to train the model using the various machine learning algorithm. Okay, right. So what about the data set here? The data set, the training a model is a record the data set, trained data set. So it can be understood it can be understood the patterns, features and rules, etc. So why? Because in the sense, once you are going to train the model in the sense that will be going to analyze the features, then only it can be possible to train. Okay, right. So this process is very important. Okay, after that I am going to enter evaluation. See here, evaluation is nothing but going to calculate the accuracy score of the model. That means what? What is the purpose for the evaluation? After training the model, we need to test the model. We need to find the performance of the model. After that only it is the best or not we can choose. So the evaluation purpose is only main for we need to find the best algorithm for best model for our particular target. That's why. So we need to check the accuracy. We need to check the accuracy for the particular model by providing the test data. That means we need to split the two different data first. That means trained data and test data. Okay, trained data and test data. The trained data is going to help to train the model. What about the test data? The test data is going to help to calculate the accuracy score of the particular model. Okay, right. So that's why I mentioned here. We can check the accuracy of the model by providing the test data set here. That means testing the model determining the percentage of the accuracy, determine the percentage of the accuracy of the model for the requirement of the target problem. Depending on your problem, it will be giving the percentage. So here, maybe that you can choose, two different algorithm. Maybe that decision tree or random forest. Normally, the decision tree will giving the 67%, but random forest giving the 88%. This is the two different algorithm. This is the two different algorithm. First model giving the 67% in the sense which one is best? Of course, it is the random forest model. Of course, it is the random forest model. So, for example, I am saying here, first model is related to the decision tree. Second model is related to the random forest. The random forest giving the 88% in the sense which one is the best? We can choose depending on the percentage accuracy score. Okay, right. So this is the way we can create the model and train the model like that. Okay, right. So without delay, I am going to enter the model planning. So already I said to you, right, what is the meaning of the test data, what is the meaning of the trained data. Most probably the test data and trained data. Test data in the sense it will be helpful for evaluate or testing the model. What about the trained data? Trained data in the sense it is going to help to train the model. That's why I mentioned here. The trained data is used to developing the model. And test data, it is used to validate the model, or it will be giving the accuracy score. That's it. Okay. So what is the meaning of the train percentage and test percentage? Why? Because once you are going to splitting the data for testing and training, once you are mentioning the test size, so that means 0.2 in the sense that is the test percentage, remaining the training percentage. I will explain the code, then only you can understand easily. Okay, so that's why I mentioned here, depending on the accuracy score, you can find the best model for our particular target. That is the model planning. Okay, right. So now I am going to use one particular data. Okay, one particular data set. For example, just a minute guys. So without delay, I am going to entering the coding. Okay, right. So before entering the coding, I will be explained about I will be going to discussing about the internship. Yeah. If you guys are really interested to join the internship means, the link is mentioned in the command box. If you join the internship means what you will get. You will be getting the internship e-certificate, 30 days learning activity, everyday recorded videos. I hope my voice is audible and my screen is visible, right? My screen is visible. My screen is visible guys. Please mention in the command box. I hope my voice is audible. Yeah, okay, fine. So in this internship, you will be getting the 30 days recorded videos and every day's materials, source code, PPTs. These are all the things you will be get. Once you join the internship means you will be get all the everyday classes materials, recorded videos, assignments, this and all. Okay, so this video is accessible for the 60 days. Okay, so this is the coupon code. Use this coupon code, you will be getting the 400 rupees offer. So the discounted fee is nearly 599. So the internship link is mentioned in the comment box. Use this opportunity. So use the coupon code. The coupon code welcome AI. Welcome AI. So you will be getting the internship certificate and also participation certificate, and also everyday classes materials, everyday PPTs, codes, recorded videos. These all are the things you will be get, and also you will be learn. Okay, you will be learn this related projects. Okay, right. So here one more offer will be there, that is the complete AI bundle. This complete AI bundle having the Python programming, separate courses, machine learning programming and deep learning programming and artificial intelligence programming. Normally we charged each course is 1000 rupees, but overall value for this particular course bundle, it is nearly 4000 rupees, but we are giving only 999. But we are giving only 999. This offer only till 30th November. Till 30th November, use this opportunity. This link also mentioned in the comment box. Use this special opportunity. Okay, right. So what you will learn, what are the projects we are going to discuss in this internship, in the sense related to the machine learning, movie recommendation system, employee salary prediction, speech emotion recognition, AI virtual using Python, and also related deep learning, leap disease prediction, handwritten recognition, troubleshootness detection, and vehicle counting and vehicle detection, and related computer vision, face and eye detection, object tracking, and face and mask recognition, currency detection, and face emotion detection. These all are the projects you will be built and develop. You will be built and develop with me. Hope you guys are understood. Hope you guys are understood. So this is completely for the internship user. Okay. So I'm also going to discuss in this masterclass, but you will be getting everyday recorded videos, materials, project reports and project videos, all the things you will be get. Okay, right. Thank you so much. So now I'm going to entering the coding to discussing about that. Okay, right. Yeah, downloadable you will be get. You will be download all the materials, all the source code. You can download all this. Yeah. Yes. Now I'm going to explaining the coding. Okay. Yes. Okay. How to train, how to create the model, and how to train the model. Here. Yeah. Here I am going to use this small data, okay, small data set, because this is the basic, how to create the model and train the model we need to know. So that is the reason I am going to use this particular data set. You can see this, it having the 3 columns, it having the 3 columns and 19, that means 18 data, 18 rows, okay, 3 columns and 18 rows. This particular data is the labeled data. Why? Because depending on the age, depending on the gender, that particular age and gender, what kind of the genres they are interested to listen. What kind of the genre they are interested to listen. So these are the data we have. For example, age 20, male, he is interested to listening the hip hop music. Okay, and age 23. And male means 0 and 1. 0 means female and 1 means male. Okay, right. So these are the genres they are interested. This is the data we are going to train. Okay, so this is the supervised machine learning algorithm we are going to use with the help of the labeled data. Okay, so what algorithm I am going to use here in the sense, that is, yeah, just a minute. Yes, I am going to use decision tree algorithm here. Okay, So it is the one of the a supervised machine learning algorithm. This machine learning algorithm is basically working on the condition. It will be giving the results. It will be giving the results like depending on the conditions. That means what? And this particular algorithm basically working on the condition. That means what? In the sense, this is the terminology of this particular machine learning algorithm. That means this is the one of the condition first we should create. After that it will be classify the two different things. That is the one more condition. This is for yes and this is for no. What this condition in the sense, this is for yes and this is for no. That means decision node, that is nothing but the root, and here is the subtree. Then this is the leaf nodes. Okay, it will be classify. Normally we can understand. Okay, so decision for example, normally we should understand very easily because you learned conditional statement or decision making statement, right? Already you knows, right? Depending on the condition is true in the sense they will be giving the one answer. The condition is false in the sense it will be giving the another answer. So in the same way it will be classify the problems like that. So here this is the terminology of this particular decision tree. Okay, of this decision tree. Okay, right. So in this for example, I should say one of the example here. First initial condition, I may feel like hungry in the sense. If the yes in the sense, if you yes in the sense, then another condition you have I have only 100 rupees. I have only 100 rupees. Depending on this money, I will go to the restaurant. If it is no in the sense, I don't have 100 rupees in the sense, I'm going to I'm going to entering the buying the juice. So this is the way it will be classified and this is the way it will be giving the answer. The output is related to the yes or no, zeros or 1 like that. If it is a no in the sense, go to the sleep. So this is the way it will be working. This is the way it will be working. So that means first thing, the first condition, you feel like hungry in the sense you are going to you have a money. Next condition, you have money for buying food or buying juice. You have 100 rupees in the sense, go to the restaurant. Once you go to the restaurant, maybe that it will be going to the classify. That means veg or non-veg. Once you are going to entering the non-veg in the sense this or that, like that it will be classified. Like that it will be classified. Okay, right. So one more example. They are going to attending the one interview. They are giving salary between the 50,000 to 80,000. Okay, salary between the 50,000 to 80,000. It will be class yes or no. No or no in the sense the offer will be declined. The offer will be declined. Otherwise, the next condition, the office is near to the home. Yes, in the sense that is the another condition is going to create. That is cab facility they are provide. If it is yes in the sense, the person will be accept the offer. So depending on the several conditions, this will be accept. Otherwise, it is going to decline. Any one condition is no in the sense it is going to the decline. So this is the way the decision tree will be work. This is the way the decision tree will work. I'm going to explain the coding. Okay, I'm going to explain about the coding now. Okay, right. So without delay, I'm going to entering the opening the Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator. Now I am going to launch the Jupyter Notebook. Launch the Jupyter Notebook. Now I am going to explain how to create the model or how to load the dataset, this and all. Okay, right. So without delay, I am going to explaining all about this. Just go to the documents and day 4. Just a minute, guys. Yeah. Okay, fine. So are you guys excited to listening the classes? Excited to know about the how to create the model or train the model, this and all. If you guys are excited means please mention in the comment box SPLM. If you guys are excited means please mention in the comment box SPLM. Yes, okay. Attendance link will be sent. Don't worry, guys. Yeah. So first we have a certain procedure to create the model. So what is the purpose first of all, what is the problem first of all here, in the sense, depending on the age, depending on the genre, depending on the age, depending on the gender, what kind of the music they are listening, what kind of the music they are interested. So this is the problem. Okay, the computer, we are going to train the computer with the help of that particular data. Okay, so what is our problem here? Depending on the age, depending on the gender, what kind of the genre they are interested. That is the classification problem, right? So if it is a classification problem in the sense, we can choose the algorithm for that particular problem, because we need to find identify the problem. After that only we can choose the algorithm easily, right? So that is the reason first we need to find the problem or identify the problem. Yes, thank you so much guys, thank you so much for your good response. Good response, thank you so much. Okay, right. So here identify the problem means maybe that it is related to classification or regression. After that we can choose the algorithm for the particular category, maybe that classification or regression. Here our problem is related to the classification. Okay, so that is why we choosing the decision tree algorithm. Okay, I'm going to explain. This is only related to the this is only related to how to create the model and how to train the model. Okay, right. So now initially we need to follow the certain procedure. Okay, we need the sources first. So that is the reason first import the basic library. Okay, import the basic library here, that is Pantas. So Pantas is helpful to loading the data and deals with the data. So that is the reason we import here. Next, this is for train test split for the data. That means we are going to splitting the data for training data set and also the testing data set for training the model and evaluating the model. So this function will help to do that. Okay, right. Now I'm going to enter. Now I'm going to enter how to load the data. I'm going to create the music data set. I'm going to create music data set. Okay, so with help of read CSV we can load the data. So what is the data set name? That is music.csv. That is music.csv. Then once it is loaded, in the sense we have to display with the help of the head function. Normally you did not mention any values here, in the sense it will be displays first 5 rows. First 5 rows. Okay, right. So now after that toString will help to display all the values in that particular data set. Normally we having the 18 rows and 3 columns. 18 rows and 3 columns. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to split here. I'm not discussing about the visualization, okay, and also the data cleaning, because we have only the few amount of data. If we have the bunch of the data, means we need to clean all this, because we already knows about this, right, because of the small amount of data here. So that is the reason. This is cleaning is not needed here. So that's why cleaning is not needed here. Okay, right. So now I'm going to splitting the data for training and testing. I'm going to splitting the data for training and testing. Why? Because we need the trained data set for the model training. Test data set for the evaluation purpose. So that's why we need to split the data, that is X and Y. That means what? Here the X is the independent data, Y is a dependent data. Okay, so here I'm going to drop the column which column, in the sense that is we need to split the data without label, without label and with label. So sorry, without label and only label. So that means X, in the sense without label, the remaining features is the independent data. Here, see here, with the help of the drop function, the column of genre is removed. Okay, so that's why I mentioned here columns is equal to genre. Now it is removed. Then Y, music data of only genre. Only genre. That means what, in the sense these particular data only. Okay, these particular data only. Just a minute, guys. Yes, okay. Right now, just a minute. So now the data is splitted X and Y. Okay, so I'm going to print this. I'm going to print this X datas and Y datas. That means this is the X data. Age and gender is the one kind of the data, and Y is the resulting data. That means output data. That is output data. That means label data here. Only Y. So that means we having the three different columns. Two different columns is the features. One is the label. So label is the Y. Remaining features is the X. Okay, right. Now I'm going to split the data for testing and training. So that is the reason we are going to use these particular function where we are get it from the SK learn and model selection. This is the module. So this is the module. Okay, so this is the module I am going to use. This module will giving the train, test, split. Train, test and split. Okay, right. So we are getting from that particular function. It will be giving the training data set and also the testing data set. Okay, so with the help of train, test and split for X and Y, independent data and dependent data, this particular parameter will decide the percentage of the training, percentage of the testing, percentage of the training and also the percentage of the testing. So 0.2 in the sense 20% of the testing. So remaining will be the training. So once you are mentioning the 0.3 in this is 30% of testing and 70% of training. Okay, yeah. See here, if you not understand means please listen clearly, Mr. Pujari. Okay, so here I explained one by one actually. So try to understand. So what is the purpose of this particular function in the sense model is expecting the trained data and evaluation is expecting the tested data. That is the reason we need to splitting and training testing for these particular data X and Y. Okay, hope you guys are understood. If you guys are really like the session means please mention in the command box and hit the like button too. Okay, right. Now the training data and testing data is with the help of these particular function we can get it. Okay, so this is the trained data shape and tested data shape and trained data shape and tested data shape. See here, normally you mentioning like 0.2, that means 80% of data. Well, which one is the 80% of data? So below, like above, so from here to there, just a minute, from here to there. Okay, so this is for training data. Till 14 it is the training data. Till 14 it is the training data, remaining will be the testing data because we mentioned only the 20% of testing. Okay, right. So here 14 rows for train, 4 rows for test. Okay, so this is for training because of 2 columns, 14 rows. 2 columns and 14 rows for training. Only one column, okay, only one column, that is for Y, okay, that is for Y. This is 14 for the rows. Okay, right. So after that, once you splitting and get it the trained data and test data, now we are going to create the model. Now we are going to create the model because we are choosing the decision tree classifier. So that's why we can get it from the sklearn package and tree module, and this is the classifier, this is the algorithm for giving the solution for training. So here is the model. So how to create that? With the help of it is the concept like object and classes and object concept. So once you call this particular function, we need to assigning the value to the one particular variable. So this is the variable, that is model. Here it does nothing but this function is nothing but model creation. Model creation. After model creation is completed, we need to train the model. How to train the model? With the help of the .fit function, we need the trained data here. So that is why xtrain and ytrain. After that, we are going to enter the prediction. Okay, so prediction in the sense, once you are going to calculate the accuracy score, that particular accuracy score and this function is expecting the prediction and also the y-test. So these 2 parameters needed. So that is the reason model dot with the help of the predict function comparing with the x-test. Okay. After that, we are going to calculate the accuracy score. We are get it from the these particular function, that is matrix sklearn matrix. So this is the function. Okay, this function will calculate the accuracy score. Okay, right. Accuracy score, we need a 2 different parameter, that is prediction and also the y-test. After that, once you accuracy score is calculated, that is nearly 100%. Okay, right. So how to find that? With the help of model prediction. Okay, so I mentioned 22 age male because it will be giving the 100% with the help of the accuracy score. You know that how to create the model. So this is the way to create the model. We are getting from the sklearn. This is the one kind of the algorithm, classification algorithm. Okay, we are created, and this is the training. So this is for model creation and this is for training. Normally the model training is expecting the trained data. Okay, and the accuracy score evaluation is expecting the like test data. Okay, right. So this is once you use this function, it will be returning the 100% accuracy. It will be giving the output. Why? Because it be having only few amount of data. So that is the reason it will be giving the output for this. Once you going to use the bunch amount of the data, in the sense we need to do some certain procedure. Okay, right. So now we are going to find our prediction, the result will be correct or not. The result will be correct or not. Here I am going to compare with the help of the prediction. The age is 22. Okay, the age is 22. This is male, and age is 22, female. So this aged person, what kind of the genre they are interested. So we are going to predict, right? So that is the reason. Now I am going to run this. I can get it from 22 male interested to the hip hop, 22 female interested to the dance. Is this right or not? We can go to check here. See here, 20, 23, 25. These people are interested to this kind of the genre only. But we don't have the data for 22. But how the computer will giving the answer like that? How the computer will giving the answer like that? In the sense, the computer can understand 20 to 25 age range people interested these kind of the journal. That is the analyze. So I am going to feed the new data here. Okay, accuracy score is completed. Once the training is completed, in the sense I am going to feed the new data. So this is the new data, 22 and 1, 22 and 0. So what kind of the journal they are interested? In the sense it will be returning this output. Okay, so how it can be the computer will giving the answer? In the sense the computer can learn 20 to 25 age group persons, male, interested to these kind of the journal. Okay, right. And also here based on the age, here 21 to 26 25 age female, they are interested to the dance music. That is the reason. Okay, so that is the reason it will be returning the output because of the training. This is the way we can create the model and training the model. Okay, so this is the basic creation, model creation and model training and the evaluation process. This is evaluation process with the help of the accuracy score function. With the help of the accuracy score function, we can find the accuracy score. Okay, right. So how to create that? With the help of these particular algorithm, we can create the model and we can train the model with the help of the trained data. Clear now? Hope you guys are clear how to train the model and how to create the model and how to evaluate the model. If you guys are clear means please mention in the comment box clear Philip. Please mention in the comment box clear Philip and hit the like button also. Yeah. So this is the way we can create the model and train the model and test the model. Hope you guys are understood. This is the basic understanding to create the model and train the model and testing the model. Okay. If you guys are clear means please mention in the comment box clear Philip. Yeah, now I am going to entering my time. Yes, without delay I am going to entering my time. So every day I mentioned one motivational quotes, right? I am using decision tree. Chinese, I am using only the decision tree. Okay, if you are interested to using, you want to use SVM in the sense, you can also try it yourself. Okay, right. Thank you so much. Most of the people answered clear Philip. Thank you so much. Without delay, I am going to entering my time. So every day I mention one motivational quotes. So today, the great things of your life never comes from the comfort zone. Keep it in your mind. The great things of your life never comes from comfort zone. If you are in a comfort zone, in the sense, definitely the great things will not come. Why? Because you have practiced that particular comfort zone. After that, you are going to try one new thing, in the sense you can't do that. You can't do that, right? So try to make yourself, if you want to do the great things in your life, in the sense it is not comes from comfort zone. So please practice yourself to survive the uncomfort zone. Okay, right. The second thing, the real risk of your life, you are not going to doing nothing. That's it. The real risk doing nothing, that is the biggest risk. Why? Because if you are in a comfort zone, in the sense you can't do anything. You are doing nothing. You are doing nothing. So that's why I'm saying, if you practiced in a comfort zone, in the sense, that is the biggest real risk of your life. That is the biggest risk of your life. Okay, so don't be in comfort zone. Don't be in comfort zone. That is the real risk for your life. So try to make your life, if you want to do the great things, in the sense, you just face it. You just face it, the problem. Then only the great things will come. Okay, right. Yeah, yes, okay. Yes, I will share the data set to you. So most of the people asking about the internship, right? Yeah, 1%. If the accuracy is not 1, then how will you tune the model? Okay, that's good. You can change the test value one more time, and also you can use the different algorithm for the classification. Mr. Robert, you can use the different algorithm. Maybe that it will be giving the 95% in the sense. For example, one algorithm giving 80%. Another algorithm giving 95% in the sense, which one is best? You can choose it. That's it. Okay? Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, internship. Normally, the data set, the CSV file is in the table format only. Yes, thank you. Yes, this code will be shared to only the internship user. Yes, we can the extension of Excel, we can load that. Okay, but we have a certain procedure to load that. Harsha, we can load that all the format, but majorly we are using the CSV file. That is the reason I am going to use. So depending on the identification of the problem, that means what in the sense, depending on the features. So what is our target? What is our target? Our target, it is related to the, depending on the age, depending on the gender, what kind of the music they are interested. That is the classification problem, because we having the 3 different genre, right? So that's why it is a classification problem. This is the way we can use. If it is a regression problem, for example, if it is a regression problem in the sense, it is related to the how many and how much. Okay, right. So next, how to import the data set. The same procedure to import the data set, read CSV. Okay, but we need to locate it in the same current working directory. That is very important. If it is not in the current working directory, in the sense, you have to mention the path. Okay, right. Yeah, internship, we share the internship link already. If you joining the internship, means you will be getting all everyday recorded videos, PPTs and source code, this and all. Okay, right. So if you joined and paid, means they will giving the username password for the LMS. Yeah, if you have any queries, you can contact. I will tell the number 89255 44849. One more time, I will mention the number. If you have any queries related to the internship, 89255 44849. This is the particular person contact number. So you can contact. They will give. They will guide you. So this is actually less amount of data. That is the reason it will be giving the same result. Okay, once you can try to bunch amount of the data, then only it will be giving the you can have an experience about this. Okay, right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I will tell to them, Mr. Miss Sai Kirtana. Tomorrow itself, Harsha, I will explain, because we don't have a time today itself. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night all. Good night all. Good dreams, and have a delicious dinner. Bye bye. Hope you guys are enjoyed the session. And one more thing, don't be in a comfortable zone. So that is the real risk for your life. Okay, so that means what in the sense, if you are in a comfortable zone, in the sense, you are doing nothing. So that is the real risk of your life. So try to, make something for your life. Okay, go to the positive way and go with the flow. Bye bye. Good night all. Thank you. Good night all. Good night.